Once you stop needing other people's approval, you truly become unstoppable. Hello again, friends who love learning. Today, we're exploring the world of Sigma females, those women who stride through life with a quiet strength, create their own paths, and live by their own rules. They don't look for approval, they don't justify their actions, and they really don't care about societal expectations. But what sets them apart? How do they show everyone that they are completely unaffected? That's what we're going to dig into today. And just a heads up, we're not just talking about obvious qualities. We're going deep into the psychological gears that drive their actions and the subtle yet impactful ways they show their detachment. If you cherish being independent, mastering yourself, and forging your own way, then you're in the perfect spot. But first, don't forget to subscribe and join our ever-expanding circle of learners. Let's dive in. Number 1. Mastering the strategy of thoughtful silence. Silence is more than just not speaking. It's a language all its own, and Sigma females speak it expertly. Unlike those who chatter non-stop to fill awkward silences or to make their point, Sigma females know that the most impactful statements are often those left unsaid. They wield silence with purpose, whether in an argument, a tense situation, or social gatherings. When provoked, they don't lash out. They pause, watch, and only speak if it's truly needed. This throws people off because most expect an immediate reaction, an argument, or some interaction. When that doesn't happen, it puzzles and often irritates the other person. Outside of direct conflicts, Sigma females also employ selective silence to steer conversations and social interactions. Ever noticed that the most influential person in a room isn't usually the one who talks the most, but rather the one who says the least yet attracts the most attention? That's the effectiveness of calculated silence. When a Sigma female talks, everyone listens because her words are chosen carefully, meaningful, and impactful. This isn't about being shy or meek. It's about knowing the right time to speak and when to let silence work its magic. In friendships, romantic relationships, and even at work, their knack for keeping quiet at crucial moments gives them an advantage. While others get tangled in the noise of quarrels, rumors, and over-explaining, Sigma females stay calm, composed, and in command. Silence also helps them dismiss people without conflict. Rather than arguing or defending themselves, they simply remove their presence. If someone disrespects them, they give no reaction. If someone spreads lies, they offer no defense. Their silence is their strongest response. And that, friends, is why calculated silence is such a powerful tool for Sigma females. Number 2. Ignoring disrespect. For Sigma females, spending time with rude people is not only unproductive, it's below them. While many people feel compelled to stand up for themselves, justify their value, or retaliate against mean comments, Sigma females avoid these reactions. They exist on a higher level, where they consider their energy too precious to be spent on trivial matters. This doesn't mean they accept rudeness. They simply handle it in their own way. Rather than getting upset or dragged into useless debates, they take a more effective route. They make the disrespect go unnoticed. When someone attempts to belittle them, they don't react with anger or annoyance. They behave as though the rude person is invisible. The reality is, being ignored is incredibly irritating. Most people who throw insults do it to get attention. They thrive on the responses they provoke. When they receive none, they feel defeated. Sigma females are aware of this mental game and choose not to participate. Their lack of reaction makes others doubt themselves. Didn't she hear me? Doesn't she care? Why isn't she reacting? Eventually, the instigator feels embarrassed. Moreover, Sigma females employ clever psychological strategies to put an end to disrespect. At times, a simple look of disinterest, a leisurely blink, or a slight smirk is enough to convey their message. Sometimes they might offer a calm, measured reply that catches the aggressor off guard. For instance, instead of reacting harshly to an insult, they might calmly ask, "Are you trying to impress me?" Or, "You seem troubled. Is everything okay?" Such responses don't feed into the negativity, but instead turn the situation around on the instigator, making them seem foolish. And when disrespect goes too far, they leave without a word. They don't argue or demand an apology. Because for them, respect is something they naturally inspire, not something they have to ask for. The takeaway: a Sigma female's true strength lies not in fighting every battle. It's in knowing which battles aren't worth her time. Write disrespect down below if you agree. Number 3. Mastering the art of moving on. Letting go can be hard for many people. They hold on to harmful relationships, tiring friendships, and draining situations, fearful of the unknown, change, or what others might think. Sigma females don't face this issue. For them, walking away signifies strength, not weakness. They don't plead for closure, pursue those who are no longer beneficial, or cling to anything because of guilt or fear. If something doesn't resonate with their energy, they simply leave. No explanations, no drama, no second thoughts. What sets them apart from others who move on? It's the way they do it. Sigma females have perfected the disappear and elevate method. When they leave, it's not just physical. They also detach mentally, emotionally, and digitally. There are no vague messages, public declarations, or emotional scenes. One day they are there, the next they have vanished, leaving a sense of mystery in their wake. This approach is particularly impactful because most people are unprepared for it. When they expect drama, pleas, or emotional displays, and instead face silence and detachment, it confuses them completely. They start to question, did she ever care? Why didn't she fight for this? Did I mean nothing to her? This is the power of detachment. Sigma females realize that walking away isn't just about leaving a situation. It's about enhancing their life. When they go, they don't look back. Instead, they quietly advance. While others are left wondering what happened, they are already pursuing greater things. They also adhere to a rule of no resistance. If someone shows them that they are no longer valued, they don't argue, negotiate, or try to convince. They just leave. Their philosophy: I'm not for everyone, and that's perfectly okay. And the truth is, this is why many regret losing a Sigma female. By the time they understand what they've lost, it's already too late. The lesson: Sigma females don't force connections. If they decide to leave, believe that it's for good. Number 4. They use their energy carefully. Sigma females are very cautious with their energy, treating it like a special privilege, given rarely and taken back quickly. While many people waste their energy on useless chats, draining relationships, and looking for approval from others, Sigma females do the opposite. They choose their time, words, and emotions wisely. This puzzles many because we are often taught to be outgoing, always available, and overly friendly. But Sigma females see past this deception. They know not everyone is worthy of their time. Here's what they do. They avoid meaningless chit-chat. If a conversation doesn't enrich their minds or serve a purpose, they exit smoothly. They don't go to social events just because they feel they must. If they don't wish to be there, they simply won't go, with no need for excuses. They don't reply to every message or answer every call. They're not available to everyone all the time. If someone wants their attention, they must prove they deserve it. Their true strength shows when they choose to step back. When Sigma females stop participating, stop replying, and stop appearing, it becomes noticeable. And it's not just noticed, it's felt. Her absence impacts more than others' presence. That's why many see Sigma females as enigmatic or difficult to understand. They're not playing games. They genuinely prefer not to squander their energy on pointless interactions. Their rule is simple. If it doesn't benefit their life, they ignore it. The outcome? They live in peace, clarity, and control of their surroundings. And that, seekers of wisdom, is how they maintain their strength without conflict. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Start your comment with your favorite animal, so I know you've made it this far. Number 5. No need for approval. Sigma females are totally unaffected by the need for approval. While many shape their lives around others' opinions, Sigma females follow their own path. They don't look for approval because they trust their own decisions more than anyone else's. This independence confuses those who depend on others' approval for confidence. They can't grasp how a Sigma female can enter a room, make choices, or lead her life without looking for approval or affirmation. But here's the reality. Sigma females simply don't mind if people approve or not. They dress as they like, speak freely, and behave according to their own rules because their self-esteem does not rely on others' views. They don't follow trends, societal norms, or peer pressure. If everyone else goes left and they believe right is correct, they will go right, even if it means going alone. This strong independence often makes them noticeable, intended or not. While others try to conform, a Sigma female focuses on being true to herself, which can be daunting for some. When people encounter someone who doesn't care about fitting in, they are often unsure how to respond. Sigma females don't just ignore societal expectations, they don't even consider them. They don't rebel just to make a statement because that would still be a response to societal pressures. Instead, they align with their personal truths. For instance, they don't use social media for likes or approval. They might vanish for weeks without feeling the need to explain their absence. They don't conform to beauty standards. If they like their appearance, that's what counts. They don't adjust their opinions to be agreeable. If they have a controversial view, they state it boldly. They don't change their personality to be more likable. What you see is genuinely what you get. And the best part? This attitude earns them deep respect. Even those who may not understand them can't help but respect their ability to stand alone. The lesson: Sigma females don't seek approval. They strive for authenticity. Number 6. They prefer to show, not tell. Sigma females aren't into long arguments, emotional confrontations, or public declarations of their capabilities. Instead, they focus on action. While many are busy trying to showcase their worth, engaging in discussions, or looking for approval, Sigma females are quietly putting their plans into action. She doesn't broadcast her every move, which often leads others to underestimate her because she's not constantly talking about her plans or ambitions. Suddenly, she advances. One moment, she's diligently working in the background, and the next, she has reached her goal, surprising everyone around her. What makes this method effective is that it avoids distractions. Sharing goals with too many people can lead to criticism, doubt, and unwanted negative opinions. Sigma females sidestep this by keeping their actions and intentions to themselves. This strategy also keeps competitors off balance. If no one knows what you're planning, they can't interfere. While others are occupied with talking about their aspirations, she's busy achieving hers, allowing her achievements to speak for themselves. In any setting, be it professional, social, or business, she quietly succeeds without others realizing it until she's already excelled. The lesson: Sigma females focus on becoming undeniable rather than wasting energy on proving their worth. Number 7. Emotional independence is their strength. Many people are swayed by their emotions, reacting on impulse, taking things personally, and letting outside events upset their calm. Not Sigma females. They have learned to separate themselves from their emotions. This doesn't mean they don't feel emotions. In fact, they experience them deeply. However, they do not let these emotions dictate their actions. They don't react immediately to attempts to sway them with guilt, anger, or dramatics. Instead, they stay calm, recognizing the manipulation and choosing not to engage. They think things through before responding. Rather than reacting from an emotional place, they step back and consider if the situation is worth their energy. They also know how to let go of things beyond their control, focusing instead on what they can influence. This approach often leaves those who thrive on emotional reactions puzzled and annoyed. When expected to fall apart, plead, or explode in anger, they simply remain unfazed. This is why they are formidable. You cannot manipulate someone who manages their emotions so effectively. The lesson: a Sigma female's greatest strength lies in her ability to remain calm under any circumstance. Let me know your thoughts on this down below. Begin the comment with ADVICE so I know you've watched this far. Your support means the world to us. Now let's get back into the video. Number 8. The confident boundary maker. Sigma females set firm boundaries effortlessly. While many struggle with refusing, setting limits, or ending harmful relationships, Sigma females do so decisively. They keep away those who drain their energy by always taking and never giving, those who try to manipulate or control them, and those who don't respect their time or space. They enforce these boundaries plainly without feeling the need to explain too much. If someone oversteps, they react with actions, not just words. For instance, if someone is always late, they simply stop planning activities with them. If someone disrespects them, they cut ties completely. If someone tries to manipulate them, they shut it down immediately. They don't debate about their boundaries. They just maintain them. And this is what most people misunderstand. They think setting boundaries is about telling others what to do. But Sigma females know better. Boundaries are shown through actions, not just words. The lesson: Sigma females don't compromise on their standards. They establish them and expect others to adapt or step aside. Number 9. They embrace assumptions and thrive. Sigma females aren't bothered by others' misunderstandings about them. If people get the wrong idea, spread rumors, or misinterpret their motives, they don't bother setting the record straight. They recognize that allowing others to assume is a strategic move. It filters out those who don't really know them, keeps others unsure of their next move, and frees them from having to justify themselves. Consider this: most people exhaust themselves trying to prove who they are. Sigma females. They just let their actions do the talking. If someone judges them too quickly, that's their issue. They avoid disputes over their character because those who truly understand them will see their true nature, and those who don't will believe whatever they choose anyway. The lesson: Sigma females don't justify their actions. They let others think what they want and keep advancing. Number 10. Experts in quiet growth and surprise returns. When things become too chaotic, Sigma females disappear. Not from fear or weakness, but as a calculated move. They understand that real progress is made in quiet moments. While the rest focus on gossip and distractions, they step back, recharge, and come back even stronger. Here's how it works. During their personal growth phases, they eliminate all distractions, no needless socializing, aimless scrolling, or pointless distractions. They use this solitude to reflect, plan, and improve. When they return, they've transformed, often catching everyone off guard. One of their greatest strengths is their ability to vanish when necessary and reappear completely transformed, leaving others amazed at their new level. The lesson: Sigma females don't broadcast their growth. They quietly evolve and return more formidable than ever. Thank you for making it this far. I truly appreciate your conviction towards turning your life around. Type "one day" or "day one" in the comments down below to mark your journey towards reinventing yourself. Together, we can change our lives, one step at a time. Now let's discuss the last 2 points before ending the video. Number 11. They prioritize personal growth over popularity. Sigma females place a higher value on their own development rather than chasing popularity. They understand that real strength comes from personal growth and self-improvement. Unlike many who strive to be seen and acknowledged at social events or on social media, Sigma females focus on enhancing their skills, knowledge, and emotional intelligence. They might spend their time reading a thought-provoking book, learning a new skill, or meditating rather than attending a crowded party or updating their social media status. This prioritization of personal growth over societal acceptance ensures they are continually evolving into better versions of themselves, not just to show off, but to genuinely improve. This approach might leave some puzzled, wondering why she isn't clamoring for the spotlight. But for a Sigma female, the personal journey of growth is far more rewarding than fleeting social applause. By fostering a deep sense of self-awareness and pursuing knowledge and self-mastery, Sigma females not only enhance their personal lives, but also bring a richer, more authentic self to their interactions, making them profound and impactful in ways that popularity never could. Number 12. They embrace solitude as a superpower. For Sigma females, solitude is not loneliness. It's a strategic choice that fuels their independence and clarity. They cherish their alone time because it allows them to reconnect with their own needs, desires, and goals without distraction. This might mean turning down invitations, spending weekends alone, or simply enjoying quiet evenings after work. By doing so, they recharge their mental and emotional batteries, gaining a clearer perspective on life and their goals. People might interpret this as being aloof or unsociable, but in reality, Sigma females use solitude as a tool to strengthen their inner foundation. This fortified self-reliance makes them formidable, as they do not depend on others for their peace or happiness. Instead, they emerge from their solitude more focused, driven, and ready to face the world on their own terms, with a serene confidence that is unmistakable and compelling. Their embrace of solitude often leads to significant personal achievements and insights, which only adds to their mystique and allure. This deliberate distancing from the clamor of social expectations allows them to build a life that is truly their own, unswayed by the fleeting desires and distractions that often sidetrack others. We've explored the 12 steadfast ways Sigma females demonstrate their indifference to judgment. They don't explain, they don't argue, they don't seek approval. They simply live powerfully and without apology. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these Sigma female qualities do you relate to the most? Leave a comment below and let's chat. If you found this insightful, remember to subscribe and ring the notification bell, because here we don't just pursue knowledge, we live it. I'll see you in the next one. Until next time.